Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is, as you can see on the back of my pallet wood, there are nails hanging out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop off this part, so I won't have that. And then I've got another set of nails right here. So I'm gonna cut just below this. So I'm basically gonna have half a piece of pallet wood. Left, I have this top section here that has a long space with no nails in it till you get to about the middle, and that's fine. And then I've got some more nails down here at the bottom, and I like these nails that give it character, so I'm going to keep those in there. But now I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut some ears out with my jigsaw. Doing is I kind of drew some pencil lines to give me some guide marks. You don't necessarily have to do that, you can just kind of eyeball it, but it kind of helped with the first cut, and then I just flipped it over and then did the second cut. So now I'm gonna go ahead and sand this guy up. I'm just going to take some chalk paint, my favorite paint, and give it a whitewashed dry brush kind of effect. Are cut and they're whitewashed. How cute are they? Now I'm gonna use some, let's see, Cameo Pink apple barrel paint, acrylic paint, and just some jet black apple barrel paint, and I'm gonna make some little funny ears, some eyes, nose, and a mouth. Then I'm going to show you how to make some really simple bows with this burlap ribbon to give the little bunny rabbits some bow ties. We're going to use these for my son's birthday party, so I went with orange and green, so they will match the party because we're kind of doing like a rabbit Easter carrot theme, so this will be perfect for that. So I'm just going to be using like a sort of a rough bristle brush because I want it to still look like rustic. I don't want it to be like a lot of paint. I'm just kind of gonna wisp it on there, and then I'm gonna use this little smaller bristly brush to do the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And here's a little tip too. Whenever you don't need a whole lot of paint, you don't need a plate to like squeeze your paint onto. You can just shake up your bottle and then use what's actually in the lid, because that's just plenty for what I'm going to be using this for. So that saves you some paint too. Hobby Lobby. It is Ribbon Boutique, and they were $5.99, but I always wait until they go half off. So a roll is $3 for, let's see, 5 yards, and it's 2.5 inches wide. So I already cut some off. It's probably a little bit longer than 12 inches, probably more like 13 or 14 inches. And then all you want to do whenever you make these simple bows is you're going to take your ends together. So you have a loop. Let's see here. So you have a loop. And then you want to pull up so that you have your tails together, and then that finds the center of the top, and you bring your thumbs together basically. That way you have 2 loops that are the same size. And then you just push in with your thumbs so it folds it in half, and then you fold the edges back down. So in the end, you should have 2 mountains and 1 valley in the middle, and then this is what the back looks like. Okay, so here's the front, and then all I'm gonna do to secure this is take some of my jute here, and I like to cut a long piece because what I like to do is to wrap the middles of my bow a few times, and it kind of gives it a nicer look, a chunkier look than if you just did like 1 time around with the jute, like that. And it's super easy. You just wrap it around a few times and then tie a couple knots in the back. Okay, get a couple knots, and then your bow is done. It's like a little bow tie. That's what it's gonna look like on our little bunny. So our bunny should be dry now, and I'm just gonna take my hot glue over here, right there, my hot glue gun and my hot glue gun sticks, and I'm gonna trim these ends off and then hot glue this onto the wood bunny. Are the cute little bunnies. They will probably, I don't know, maybe I will kind of squeeze them into my mantle. I'm not sure yet. They may go on the food table or something like that too, or even on the front porch, but they will find a good home. They turned out so adorable. I love the rustic look of them, mixed with the burlap and the chevron, and just a little touch with the hand painting on them to give them that cute little bunny rabbit look. So I hope that this DIY video inspired you. If it did, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you hit that subscribe button because I do lots of DIY videos here on my channel. And make sure you also check out the description box with links to a bunch of my social media where you can follow along with more of my DIY projects. So thank you so much for watching. See you in my next DIY video. Bye guys.